forever and always, I am the Angelsnupnup7 on YouTube, and welcome once again to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth. Don't y'all love those graphics? And I am over here. And I'm your host, your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. Before I really get into the subject of this video, I want to say that it should hurt somebody to want to talk negatively about anyone. I don't think that there's nobody out there that really wants to hate somebody. Life is too short. Life is too short to hate people, to be jealous, to be envious, all these different things that we suffer from. But unfortunately, in this society, you have those who prey on other people. Unfortunately, in the world, you have those who prey on other people. The reason why there is so much anger of dark people towards white people is because the white race, those who are in leadership, decided to make plans in order to exploit darker folks. You would be angry also if you were being leached upon. And I know white people would be very angry because you did not like when the mother country or Britain exploited this nation. You doing all the work, but Great Britain getting all the riches and the wealth. So here we are living in this nation as black people. We, our ancestors, have caused this nation because of free slave labor, made this nation rich and powerful. And that's why it is the way that it is today. But we get nothing. And then we get made mockery of the few little crumbs we get. Affirmative action is a crumb. All these other little funky programs that we get is crumbs compared to the trillions upon trillions, and there are still companies that were involved in the slave trade that exists today. The children of the slave owners live good, but the children of the slave don't get nothing. Is that fair? So you should understand why there is great anger in the world. And then many of these Caucasian people make themselves less honorable because they smile in our face and stab us in the back, and they give us these crumbs and they pacify while you still on top. Don't tell me you're not on top, because if you look at TV, it's all white faces. If you look at government, it's all white faces. You didn't like that when it was your turn, when the mother country was oppressing George Washington and Jan Hancock and Benjamin Franklin, but that's not what this is about. So I know about oppression. I know about evil and wickedness. And you are correct. Black folks can be guilty too, and I want to introduce you to one. This little fella right here, the picture that I start off with, that's the guy that caused me and put false charges on me. They caused me to be in a mental institution for 10 years for no damn reason. And I helped his family when they didn't have nothing to eat, when they didn't have, in the wintertime, they didn't have no heat in their house. I had more than one vehicle. I let him borrow the vehicle so he could take his children to the doctor and do the things that he needed to do to take care of his children and his wife. I helped him try to make a career for himself in music and entertainment and deny myself. And how did he repay me? By telling lies. And then I bought music equipment to help us get our dreams, because he was good at that. He was good at getting, talking to people and things of that nature. And he knew the music business. And I took out a debt and bought music equipment so we wouldn't have to rent it. And he stole that music equipment. And then he helped me make a record myself, and he stole the profits from it. And exploited because he was jealous because my record was selling. Just like these racist Caucasian people are angry because I'm awakening the minds of the people, regardless of whether you black or white. And they don't like it and upset. And he became an exploiter. So then, in my trying to get my equipment, he made up these lies that I was stalking him and his family. And I won the case. But the police didn't believe me. They said I was just stalking him because I was jealous of him. The man stole almost $4,000 of equipment. And you said, well, how do we know, brother, that you're telling us the truth? I don't need to lie. There's no reason to come on YouTube to tell you a lie. Here's the paperwork right here. I don't know if you can see it. Now check it out. This is an execution for garnishment. And I don't know if you can see it quite clear. But that's $3,400. If I was lying, if I was doing the thing that they said that I was doing, how come this victim owes me $3,400? This is the paperwork right here. His name is Anthony Marlon Ross. Some of y'all might even know him. And he ripped me off. Now, they put me in a mental institution and made me suffer for 10 years. This man has not given me not one dime of my judgment. Not one dime. Garnish his bank account, his property. This is the paperwork right here. In the 22nd Judicial Circuit, State of Missouri City. I filed that in 2005. They haven't given me nothing. So yes, there are black devils. There are evil people that's black. Here is one of them. A devil. I call him a devil. Evil. Now you explain that to me. I tried to help this man and his family. His people borrowed money from me like I'm their bank. And that's how you repay kindness? So don't tell me that stuff talking about, oh, you talking about the white man is this and that. I'm an equal opportunity exposer of evil. This is an evil and wicked deceiver, materialistic. I can guarantee you. And then this is what else I found out when I began to investigate his background. Him and his wife was laying on welfare. Stealing off the welfare system for real. This is one of the Negroes that do stuff like that. That y'all white folks talk about. He's guilty of it. Him and his wife just laying around having babies. Laying off the system. That's the reality here. You know something? It hurts to talk about somebody like that. I don't understand why people are so greedy and selfish and the envious and the jealousy. There's plenty of stuff for everybody. I'm not no criminal. I was just out trying to make it in the music business. So why did you, sir? Why did you have to steal from me? I didn't even have nothing. Trying to be your friend. Some of y'all been through the same thing, regardless of your race. You got people jealous of you, envious of you. And since they can't have nothing, they don't want you to have nothing. It's a damn shame. But I just want to show you some of y'all Caucasian people that talk about, I don't never say nothing that black folks can't be bad. Well, here is one. And there are many others. This is my personal one. that caused 10 years of my life to go down the drain for nothing, and he's a liar. This is the paperwork to show. He's a thief. A criminal. That's your criminal. Stop blaming the victim. And that's what I was. I'm the real victim, not him. Well, that's my rant. Thank you for listening. And check y'all on the other side. Peace out.
Welcome once again to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth. And I am your host, your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. This should be a very short and quick to the point video. I want to say that the person, excuse me, the devil, the animal that you're looking at, when I speak of racist Caucasians, devils and demons, this person here, with no doubt, is one. This is what a racist, wicked, demon Caucasian looks like. He is a member of the Franklin County, Missouri Police Department in Franklin County, Union, Missouri. He is Detective Jason Galleringer or something, Jason G, whatever. I don't give a damn what his name is. You're looking at it. His name is Jason something. This is one of the bums who arrested me falsely and was the beginning of my 10-year hell in an insane asylum. Knowing he was lying, knowing the truth, but there is no truth in him. This is the perfect example of the devil that I was telling y'all about. Because even though I'm doing my job, so he claimed, he began to investigate after the fact. If he had investigated before anything and been a competent police officer, like he's supposed to, then he would not have done what he done to me. But maybe so, because it was a perfect opportunity to bring down a black person, regardless if it was me or anybody else. When I first saw this devil, he was all nice and slim and trim. Now look at him, he's a fat pig. See, when they put me away in a mental institution, I worked out every day. Clean bill of health. But he's out messing with meth labs. And let me tell you something about Franklin County. Franklin County, Missouri is said to be the #1 meth maker. You know, meth is the #1 drug nowadays of white folks. And the state of Missouri, especially Franklin County, is one of the #1 producers of meth. Instead of tracking down his people that's producing death for his people and selling death to his people, he's going to spend time and waste taxpayer money with somebody like me with no criminal record. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Devil. This is what I mean by devil. And they verified it, because even if they found out they was wrong, they continued to harass and oppress and persecute me. No apology, no remorse. And you think I'm supposed to sit around and be nice to these devils, and he's just one of them. You got your devil. I'm very sure. And who knows how many innocent white people this bum has put away. Because they want to pretend like they fighting crime. In order to stop crime or whatever, why don't you find out what the cause is? But you see, crime fighting is a business. And they don't care who they exploit. And of course, you know, the primary victim are dark people. You know they got to mess with some white folks so they can say, I ain't prejudiced. But when you look at the jail, over 50% black faces. White people don't commit murder. Black people don't do meth. They don't do crack. They don't do none of these things that black folks do, don't they? So how come, and they are the vast majority population, it would seem as though white folks should be the majority of people in prison. Why isn't that so? Because you're dealing with racists and demons and wicked demons like this. I'm not going to be nice to them. And I'm going to expose. This is just one of those bugs. I got some other devils that persecuted me unjustly. And I'm going to bring them so you can see the face of evil. That's what you're looking at. Fat pig, swine-eating hog, devil, Satan, son, wicked bum. That's what this is. I have no love or sympathy. He's supposed to have some kind of disease of his lungs. His breath, his life should be taken from him. I don't care nothing about this devil. No love. His own family could die out. I wouldn't shed a tear. What he done to me, showing no mercy, no compassion, no nothing. So why should I feel anything for this demon? Makes me want to throw up just looking at his face. And if y'all don't like it, if y'all love y'all enemies, that's your problem. I don't love mine. But I never say, if this bum showed remorse and he offers sincere apology, I don't know how I would react. How do you react to somebody when they show you remorse and sincerity and apology and it looks like they mean it? It's hard to be angry like the voice that you're hearing from me right now. But I doubt if you'll see it because that's his business, that's his job to exploit the poor, oppress black folks. This is the picture of a real racist Caucasian devil verified. And I paid the price. I learned it the hard way. Don't us and don't let y'all get to learn stuff the hard way. It's fun. I'm out, y'all. I just wanted to rant. It ain't funny. I just wanted to rant. Listen to the voice of this bum. He should have been finding some real criminals. He gonna mess with somebody ain't done a damn thing. In fact, I was the real victim, and he knows it. Franklin County, county full of racist devils.
Peace forever and always. No, I'm not about to tell you some tale about little cute puppy dogs and kitty cats. I want to show you something. Now just watch as I go down here. And, uh-oh. What is all this? It looks like a bunch of pills. Now, do you want to know what these pills are from? These pills are from my stay in the Department of Mental Health in the state of Missouri. They wanted me to take these pills because I had a psychiatric illness. They tried to force these pills on me, saying that they were trying to cure me of some mental defect. And due to the fact that I was in an awkward position, I had to pretend to do what these evil people wanted me to do. So daily, I took all this medication for this psychiatric illness. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you, because this time is short, that all the while I was cupping all this medication that you see here, they were saying I was doing just fine. My mental health was wonderful. They gave me all kinds of privileges and all these different things, my records by all these doctors, as long as they thought I was taking this medication, this poison they call drugs from these psychiatrists and psychologists at the Missouri Department of Mental Health. Actually, it was St. Louis Psychiatric Center in St. Louis, Missouri, 5300 Austin Street, and the doctors were Dr. A. Meyer, Richard Scott, John Raybon, and a Susan Boyer. They wanted me to take all this poison to heal my mental defect. And they all written, let me not forget Dr. Michael Sherazar, and another doctor I would like to mention, but he's dead. But anyway, when it's all said and done, my illness was getting better, but all the while, as you can see, all the psychiatric medication I never took. And here it is. And then what makes this so bad, people who are listening to me, is that I even wrote the Supreme Court of the United States, as well as other law enforcement and other courts, and they said it was all right for these people to commit fraud and try to murder me. And when I was inside that psychiatric mental asylum, I watched them give this psychiatric drug to these people, which caused them to act in a ill-behaved manner. The majority of them were nothing but poor people who suffered drug addiction, or who were just poor in general, ignorant and illiterate. They were forcing them to take this psychiatric drugs, killing many of them. I saw at least 7 people being legally murdered by the Department of Mental Health. And again, like I told you, what makes it so sad is that the state of Missouri and the federal court know these type of things are going on, and they allow American citizens to be murdered legally in these institutions. Once a psychiatric doctor has made you insane, they place you behind cold steel doors, and they lock you away. Nobody knows that you are even alive, and you are lost. And majority of the people, again, I say, are poor people. They cannot afford lawyers, and the public defender knows that these people commit fraud, but they don't give a damn, and you sit inside of a mental institution, and you rot, and you die, and these people become nothing. So by the time they're released, if they still have any kind of brain functioning left, they are worthless to themselves, and they're worthless to society. And now, at one time, they were hooked on illegal drugs. Now they're forced to take these legal drugs and just as hooked, because some of them can't even function now due to the fact taking these poison pills for so long that they are now addicted to these legal so-called drugs, which is nothing but poison. So anybody who is a pro-psychiatric, pro-psychiatry, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you from experience. I had to fight 6 or 7 doctors or more at one time, and I fought them for years. And this is the poison they wanted to give to me. And if I had took it, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now here on YouTube, because I wouldn't be in my right state of mind. Psychiatry is an evil practice. It is fraud. They have over 300 mental defect illnesses and have no cure for none, but this is the cure. And the symptoms, they can make up at any time for anything. It doesn't make any difference. And again, like I say, the sad thing about it is the judges. the lawyers and the prosecutors know that psychiatry is fraud, and they go along with this. Like again, there's a letter that I put with this poison that I sent to the Supreme Court of the United States. And I sent letters to all types of judges and lawyers, and they said there's nothing they can do about it. You know why? Because you live in a country who abuses their own citizens, making these people mentally ill. They have no right to talk about no terrorism when terrorism is right here in the United States. The Department of Mental Health terrorized me for years and years and years, threatened to hold me in a mental institution for the rest of my life, and I function better than their employees. And the employees that they hire are just illiterate, if not worse, than the people who they lock up. And then these doctors and other psychiatrists make fun and mockery of these people because the only thing they do is use these people because they're illiterate and ignorant, refusing to get a decent high school education, refusing to self-educate themselves, and just illiterate in life in general, and so easily used by the Department of Mental Health.
Peace forever and always. This is your brother, Taalik Ibn'rad. This is the Reality Temple on Earth. Man, I really don't know where to start with this one. I've been waiting for a long time to try to find this person on video so I can show you the face of evil. That's what this thing here is. This thing here is Dr. Raybon Jr. And right now, I don't know if he's still working for the Missouri Department of Mental Health, but I know he is an employee of Clayton Behavioral in Clayton, Missouri. This, like I said, I don't even know where to start. This is the face of evil. This is the face of pink or Caucasian racism. This is a wicked demon. And I dare him, if he see this video, I dare you to challenge me. I dare you to try to say other than that. Because I can prove everything that I say. Just to give you a slight background and try to make this as brief as possible. Let me tell you something. When I was charged with the crime, I made bond. And when I made bond, I was out on the street, going back and forth to work, doing what normal people do for 3 straight months. I said that again, for 3 straight months. Then I was told that I needed to have an interview with this beast. So I go in, and the beast, let me tell y'all something about beasts and these savage, wicked people. They know how to smile. So he sits there with his ink pen and his pad, and he smiles in my face, skins and grins, because see, what I don't know is that he's setting me up for the fall. No matter what I say, no matter how I act, there is only going to be one result. This bastard, and I'm going to say that again, this bastard wants me to fill his bed because I'm going to be an easy patient. Somebody that don't need any treatment, but they can fill a bed and get easy money, $600 a day. Not $600 a month, not $600 a week, but my body will cause him and his evil people, the state of Missouri, because they also get funds from the federal government, my body will provide their facility $600 a day. What will I get out of this? Nothing except torture, except lies being placed on me for 10 years. So I sit with this beast, and as soon as the wicked judge, and see now, don't bring this garbage to me talking about race this, it ain't a racism this. Everybody involved in this wickedness, Caucasian. And anybody that's black, anybody that's other than black in this situation is working for them and doing their bidding. But the bottom line, it is a Caucasian thing. The usual discrimination, the usual exploitation of dark people. So as soon as this wicked demon judge, by the way, this judge, I saw this judge let go or place on probation young Caucasian men who were supposed to be in prison, facing from 30 to 35 years. He gave them 7 years probation. But here I am, no criminal record, no nothing, don't drink, don't do drugs, don't do anything. Oh, you got to go see a psychiatrist. So they needed a psychiatrist to justify taking my bond so that I couldn't be free on the street till they decide if they're going to give me a trial. But they know that their evidence against me is weak. So they take me this direction so they can justify their evil, the evil that they've done against me already. So later on, I would ask this demon, I say, hey demon, well, you know, I didn't say demon, I always was courteous and nice to these Satan's children, Hitler's children. I said, look, and I asked this beast, I said, hey man, how did I become suddenly dangerous? Why did you have to take my bond away from me? I was out on bond for 3 months, but as soon as I talk to you, I'm a danger to myself and others. How is that possible? When I have 3 months of good behavior on bond. Never bothered nobody, just went back and forth to work. He didn't say nothing. That's how these demons are. When you really get them and ask them questions and confront them with their wickedness, they can't say nothing. But in the meantime, they try to put on this face like they goody two-shoes. I ain't done nothing. That's how they make their money, through wickedness. The same thing with this whole country called the United States of America. It is a country born on violence and evil. So why are you shocked that some young guy will take a gun and shoot down kindergartners? These people been shooting down innocent people for hundreds of years. So they want to force medication on me. I refuse it. So there's nothing they can do about that. They ask judges to grant an order to force medication, but the judges refuse to do that because the judge won't grant an order to force medication unless you're dangerous. So that should tell you something right there. These people know what they're doing. They just needed a body to fill their bed, and it just so happened that I got into a bad position where they could justify what they want to do to all kinds of people. They even do this to their own. So you know they could care less about a black man or any person of color. They want to force medication on me. And then later on, even through the words of a nurse, she said, this medication, if you was taking it, this medication is not even at sufficient levels to do anything for you. It's just like taking nothing. But see, they know ain't nothing wrong with me. And due to the fact, see, they not stupid. They don't want to get sued later on. They want to try to make sure that there is no connection to their wickedness. So, and they know these drugs can cause real psychiatric, psychotic episodes. They don't want to get hooked up in that. So, I'm asked, what is my illness? They never tell me what my illness is. What is the illness? They are confusing with the illness. Here you are. You have people that want to give you medication. They don't even know what your illness is. They diagnose me, and this is coming from 5 to 7 doctors. They diagnosed me from schizophrenia, one of the worst mental defects you can have, to one of the doctors, which so happened to be black. The black doctor told me there's nothing wrong with me. But of course, he has to watch out for his job, and the other Caucasian doctors are angry at him, what you mean he don't have nothing? You have to be wrong. But I'm supposed to have a mental illness, but I'm more high functioning than their staff. Many of their staff didn't even graduate from high school. They're illiterates, low functioning people. But I'm the one with the mental illness. And during my stay under this beast, this savage devil, then what is ironic, this devil likes to wear black. He wore black every day. Never hardly seen him. All kinds of shades of black. Oh, man. Some of the things they did to try to break me was deny me food. They actually denied me food. They denied me commissary. They denied me the right or the privilege to play basketball because I wouldn't take their medication. I was fighting against them. And since I was fighting against them, it became a personal vendetta. They told me they was going to break me. They told me basically they was my God now. And I told them I'd rather die. So the reason why I was in their control for so long, not because I couldn't really get released, is because I refused and rejected their garbage, their description, that label they were going to place on me. I'm criminally insane. Get the hell out of here, you devil. He's a devil. So this man you're looking at right here, and I challenge anybody. I challenge him, anybody. I can back up everything that I say. He's a wicked devil, and there are serious evil people among us. And most of the time, you will see, and many of y'all can bear witness because you've been through the same thing. They do it based on race because, see, I'll tell you, and I'm giving you a little bit of information right here. Let's listen to what this beast has to say real quick. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear his voice.
Movie, and you can, bring in weapons in a dark area where there's not metal detectors.
Raven says mass shooters frequently have
Raymond is a liar.
Anger and hostility, and they want to get even.
So what they do is they let it simmer, and it gets hotter and hotter until finally they decide that now is the day. And at that point, they choose their weapons, they calculate exactly what they want to do and when they want to do it.
Raven has a warning for family members.
I have a warning for you. Don't listen to this creep.
But not take action.
Don't listen to this quack.
Had a serious physical illness.
This guy is a quack. All psychiatrists is a quack.
They be seen in the emergency room because they know it's serious. But yet those same family members often will sit and listen to someone who is saying how angry they are, how they have a gun, how they want to take matters into their own hand, but yet no one will do anything about it.
Let me tell y'all something. If this beast, if this swine, if this devil, he's talking to us like they can predict violent behavior. Let me give you a quick example. Now, this fella that you're looking at right now, I was a roommate with this guy. He came into the Department of Mental Health from jail. In fact, he should have been in jail serving 7 years. But they put him in this mental institution to give him a break. And I wonder why. Maybe is it because he's Caucasian? Is it because he's a pink person? Now, when he was in the facility, you know what this guy did? He drew butterflies. He always talked about his daughter. And he acted so good. He was quiet. And so it didn't take no time. Next thing you know, he's not a danger. He has a criminal history even as a juvenile. He's 21, 22 years old, I believe now. But he's not a danger to nobody. He's a drug fiend. dope fiend, however you want to call it, substance abuser. But it's all right. We'll let him go to his grandmama's house. So next thing you know, in less than 3 months, this guy should have been in prison, serving 7 years. In less than 3 months, going through the Department of Mental Health. Now, all of a sudden, he's not a danger. He's good to go. So he's drawing butterflies, and next thing you know, they assume that he's going to go to his grandmother's house and then, of course, get with his daughter, and not the whole world is happy. I don't believe it was 3 weeks. Next thing we know, this guy's on TV for killing a little girl, Cassandra Williamson, in Valley Park, Missouri. Took a brick, some kind of stone, and burst that girl's head open. I thought that John Raybon, I thought that the state of Missouri, the psychiatrists, the Department of Mental Health, I thought you guys was able and you know how to predict violent behavior. They let people like this go. But they hold on to me and substance abusers and elderly people and so forth. But they let trash, murderers like this go. And then not too long after they let this murderer go, they let another Caucasian guy go who is not a danger to nobody. In less than 3 weeks or a month or so, he's on TV for trying to rape somebody. The only reason why the young girl was able to get away from him, or he got caught, was because of her cell phone. But he's not no danger, and I had to fight like tooth and nails to get out of that place. But they let another Caucasian guy go who left his work, drove to his house, walked back to his place of employment, and killed a young woman with a concrete block. He's not a danger to himself or others. And guess what? What do all these men have in common? They Caucasian. You never see them treat black people or anybody else. Matter of fact, now I know there are Asians and Indians, all kinds of other people in the state of Missouri, but the only thing you see in the Department of Mental Health is a bunch of black folks and poor, what they call poor white trash or rednecks or however you want to call them. Most of it is they black, descendants of slaves born in America. Now, these men did all of this, but yet and still, they can determine who is dangerous and who is not. Explain that to me. And to bring this to conclusion, this black devil. See, y'all, woo! Oh, man. This thing, David C. Mason. Now, let me tell y'all something about this Negro trash. This Negro trash. Now, John Raybon and all these other wicked demons, they went to the court trying to get Caucasian judges to force medication on me. But these Caucasian judges would not do it because they said, I'm not dangerous. Now, if the man is dangerous, physically dangerous, that is, he's doing something while he's locked up, he's attacking other clients or whatever, then I might grant you your petition to force medication on this guy. All the Caucasian judges, maybe about 3 or 4, because they figured if this judge don't do it, maybe another would. But they wouldn't do it. But then they met this. Whew. Man, I don't even like looking at the picture of these demons. Woo, boy. You know something? All you people that believe in God, I really hope that you're right, Because people, these demons, they need to be punished. They do. They need to go to a hell. They need to feel the fire. They need to suffer the consequences of their actions. How can another person do people like this? I would never in my life treat a person the way these demons, all for some money. All because I want to show somebody I'm more powerful. I control your life. They want to be a god over you. They like judging others. But when it's their turn to be judged, you ought to see how they act. So they went to this trash. And he said with a smile, I will give the order to begin forced medication on this guy. And sir, not only will I deny, will grant an order to force medicine on you, but your petition for release is denied. Oh man. Do you really think that I will call this thing my brother anytime? And of course you know he's married to a Caucasian woman, which don't really have too much to do with the situation, because when it's all said and done, it was Caucasian people that helped me to get out of this situation. So unlike a lot of you, I'm about justice. I could care less about your skin color. I saw Caucasian people railroaded. I saw Caucasian people mistreated. I seen Caucasian people that was doped up for no reason. I saw a Caucasian man with a speeding ticket. They kept him locked up for no reason for so long on a speeding ticket. He lost his job. He lost his car because he was locked up for a $50 speeding ticket. Because he might have a mental illness. Because he did not want to associate with the people that was in jail. When you go to jail, you're supposed to associate with everybody and have a good time. He just decided to stay to himself. But see, this demon thought he was going to be sick. He want to show the massa how good a Negro I am. Remind me of some of these Negroes on YouTube. Uncle Sambo, ruckuses. But see, I had a thing waiting for his bozo. Woo, man, I want to say some things. So what I did, I filed a lawsuit against him. And so when I filed a lawsuit against him, he had to recuse himself of my case. So he was unable to grant an order to drug me. He was unable to grant an order to do whatever he had plans to do to me. How you like that, Sambo? Uncle Ruckus, you thing. And he went on to railroad other black men in the system, trying to gain brown. I ain't racist. That's the first thing this trash will say. I'm not racist. David C. Mason is not racist. I'm married to a Caucasian woman, and I'm putting all these Negroes in jail. Y'all see, and I'm setting all the Caucasian people that's going around killing folks, including other Caucasian people, I'm setting them free. I was a good Negro. Y'all should all be ashamed. You should all be ashamed to justify racism. You should all be ashamed being an unjust people, not looking at things just the way they are. Black people supposed to accept responsibility and make proper choices. When these demons gonna do it? You tell me. When is this Uncle Tom gonna accept responsibility? Tell me. When is he? He didn't have to accept responsibility. They gave him a free pass. You should be ashamed of yourself. They should be ashamed, and all of us should be ashamed. It's not about skin color Those are the reasons why you have injustice. But it's not about skin color. It's about justice, period. And that's what you have to get in your mind. Be a just person. Be a fair person. If you hollering black power, black supremacy, black this and black that, but you're not going to give justice, if you're going to do the same thing that these bastards have done, then you ain't no better. And that's not what my ministry is about. It's about justice, equality, and freedom for all human beings, and respect to animal life and this planet. Has nothing to do with skin color. They are the ones that made it a skin color thing. I'm not even interested. So don't even get me hooked up into it. But I'm siding, and I love my people, because the descendants of slaves born in America, you are the most who have been denied justice. Who is going to speak for the black man and woman who has to go through this and live in this crap and have been living like this for over 400 years? When are you going to take a stand? Who's going to speak for the disfranchised, the poor, the down and out? Those who have been cursed because of their skin color. Thank you for listening. This is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. Just wanted to rant a little bit. It's good to rant. Get that off your chest. But this was and is the Realist Temple on Earth.
All right, this is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad, in the sight of the enemy again on a Sunday morning. Got to deal with the enemy once again. Testing, testing. All right. Neighborhood, I'm back again. Yes. I want to let you know that this facility here tried to kill me, tried to murder me. Want to let you know that they are evil and wicked persons. They don't have a sign out here, but they murder people in this facility. They tried to kill me, and they tried to kill others. You need to know what you got in your neighborhood. This place here, killers and murderers, liars and deceivers. That's what they are. This facility over here, sir, murder people. They kill people right here in this facility. They tried to murder me. This facility right here to your right kills people. They murder people, they lie, and they hold people for no reason, for years and years. Liars and deceivers. You can call 911. Liars and deceivers, murderers. They killed me. They tried to kill me, poison me. They tried to poison me. Murderers and killers. That's what they are. I just wanted to let this neighborhood know, as they hide behind their Ku Klux Klan sheets, because that's what they are, racist, evil, wicked people, trying to murder people. This place on your left, houses people for no reason, no just reason, and gets away with it. Your senators, Congress people know about it. They house them, warehousing people, mistreat them, and some have been legally murdered in this facility. They have tried to murder me, tried to kill me, but I was able to survive. To tell you what goes on in this supposed to be hospital where they murder folks daily. How you doing, sir? I see you still one of the victims. Yes, sir. This facility is supposed to be a hospital that nobody gets well. They tried to kill me in this facility. They want to try to keep it a secret. It's not no secret. They tried to murder me for 10 years in this facility, in this place. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. They murder people here, sir. They kill people here, sir. Legally. Legally they can do it. With the blessings of your Congress people. They drug folks up, make them zombies, shaking and foaming at the mouth. The people never get well. I just wanted to let you know this Sunday morning, why you praising God, and these people here are killing God's children. I'm telling you, they tried to kill me. They tried to murder me in this facility. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't y'all come and let these people know what you do in this place? How you mistreat people. How you hurt people and lie on them. Why don't you tell them about it? Why you keep it a secret? Why you keeping this a secret?